I know y'all saw that woman that was going off in the airport. If you don't know, let me tell you. So this woman right here, Camilla, there's a video going around her all over TikTok, just like smashing and breaking stuff all over this airport. Now, the original story that was going around, folks was like, oh, she was doing all that because she missed her flight. No, that's not what happened. I read the article, she couldn't find her kids. So she let her kids go to the restroom at a nearby restroom and she couldn't find them. And she was like, y'all need to find my kids like right now. And she just went in like a panic mode. Like she was just like, I'm not leaving this airport until y'all find me my kids. And then folks was trying to say like her kids was on a flight and they lost the flight. No. Her kids was with her. They was in the airport, but airports are big. Like I hate it had to get this far because it really could have been like one misunderstanding. Like her kids could have been close by. You know how kids be in the airports and stuff like that. And now that she done went off, people only see her just going off and just like coming up with their own narratives. But after I saw this, my Annalise Keaton kick in. I said, if she get a good lawyer, she low-key could get off. Now listen, if I was her defense, I'd be like, okay, girl, at the end of the day, you did it. We got you in like different areas doing it. But they could really pull that a mother gonna do what she need to do to get her kids back. Say she got separation anxiety from her kids. Just sent her in a spiral panic. Like, I don't know, but the right defense attorney, they may get her off. Now, it's like, girl, you gonna have to pay a little fine. And you may have to do a little probation. You probably can't fly for the next 2 years. But you might not have to go to jail. I don't know. What y'all think about the video?
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So guys, these people in the world today are very interesting, especially in some of our urban communities, okay? And I'm talking about a young lady by the name of Rian Sudgen. Now, of course, she is from Alabama, and basically she is trying to take a particular flight one day. McMillie is her name. Now, this is quite normal for people during the holidays, right? But Camellia has an issue. Going into American Airlines as she's checking into her flight, the kids, she doesn't know where they're at. So she's panicking. As a mother, she's panicking, thinking about the worst things that can happen quite naturally, right? I understand that. She's trying to figure out what has happened to her children, so she's asking the American Airlines employee for help. At some point, the American Airlines employee says he has no idea where the kids are at. I don't know where the kids are at. I don't know how to help you find your kids, or something to that situation. So basically, instead of going to look for the kids, and obviously we cannot show you that, okay? This is here in Miami International Airport. She was tearing up the computers. Guys, go look at this. This is crazy, okay? She was at the gate. Her two children walked away to use the restroom. She became panicking, demanding the gate agent to find her kids. So instead of doing what she's supposed to do, she started breaking the computers in that place. It's ridiculous. Go and look at it, okay? Pretty much threatening the staff, walking around, and she's not a small lady by any means, all right? Now, I want to talk about this because, it's not all the time that you see people breaking stuff in stores, but I've seen stuff like this, especially in the Black community. I've seen people who go out there, threaten folks for pretty much stuff that they should be able to do. Like, why can't you find your own kids, okay? And then the question of the day is, where is their father? Where is their father? And then when we start to think about it, I know that she's been one of those ladies talk about, I don't need a man. I'm independent. I got this. I'm a strong sister. But you can't find your kids. They wandered off. They wandered off because you are not a responsible parent. So because you're not a responsible parent, somebody else has to pay for your actions. Until now, they done locked your behind up, which they should do. And for most of them who act like this, and sometimes they don't break stuff, they're just yelling and screaming and being belligerent, they didn't lock you up in jail. Because see, the issue is this: you decided to have these kids. Why does everybody else have to pay for the fact that you had these kids? Why? Why? Nobody asked you to be a single parent. Nobody asked you to be an irresponsible parent. And I'm not saying that all single parents or even all two-parent homes are responsible. But why are you doing this? Why are you going around acting a damn fool? Does it make sense? Does it? And a lot of people are tired of this sort of behavior. And you see it, I'm gonna tell you where you're gonna see it. Baltimore, Philly, Atlanta, Detroit. You see this kind of stuff so much. And you're gonna see, it's a typical wear. They're gonna have bonnets on, weaves and sandals. And then we want to come out and then we praise these sorts of things. There's no shame. You can act a fool as much as you want. It's no shame in this. It's no shame at all. And it's completely okay. Why is it okay? I'm going to tell you why it's okay. Because there's no standard for the black community here at all. So they feel like they can go out and do anything and get praise. Let me tell you something. Let me be quick. You can go and do that in the black community and get praise. You're not taking that to other communities and getting praise. It's not going to happen. You're not taking that to nobody's business. You're not taking it to nobody's establishment. It's not going to happen. I don't know why y'all think y'all can do that. I don't know why. I just don't. It baffles me. You're going to take that same attitude you have in Birmingham, Mobile, in the hood somewhere, and you're going to the international airport like that? No, you're not going to be. No, you're going to jail. Now all of a sudden you sorry. Now all of a sudden you don't mean. Lock her up. Lock her up. And any of the other people who want to act like pookies, lock them up. Stop having kids that you don't want to look after, that you don't care. And here's the sad part. Those kids are terrorized because the way that she acts in public, imagine how she acts at home. You need to take those kids from that woman because she's doing the same thing at her house. When the kid don't do something she don't like, oh no, she not just talking to them. You think that she ain't being like, those kids might be in danger. If she's silly enough to go to the airport and act like this, don't you dare think that she ain't doing this to kids. And guess what? It's so many ladies doing this in our community at home. Oh, y'all don't want to talk about that, do y'all? Oh yeah, it happens. Oh yes, it does. But see, we sweep it underneath the rug. And I'm gonna go even further. When these young black men become adults and they don't want to date ladies in our community, go and ask them how their mama acted. The black men who start dating interracial, I'm gonna tell you who they're trying to get away from. Many of them, the experience that they had at home with their mom. I'll let you. A lot of brothers, when they look at how their parents act or how their mama act, why you don't like sisters? Ask them. Well, my mother was this, that, and the third. I don't even want to deal, and it's unfair to the rest of black women out there who are nice and who are beautiful to their kid. But these kind of women, they nobody can check them unless you see them doing it. If you see them talking like that in public and just ranting, and if you try to talk to them, they'll cuss you out. They'll cuss you out. And that is exactly why a lot of brothers is trying to get away from that. And what you've seen at the international airport, and unfortunately we can't show it to you, but Google it. Look at how the lady was acting. That is why brothers are getting away from certain aspects of, not all sisters, but there are certain sisters that definitely behave like that. And black men, and I'll even say this, other black women are tired. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. We're out.